Good morning. This is John Harder uh, with another episode.
Good morning. This is
of
John Harder.
uh, another live broadcast spreading the wealth of TBC and free energy. All right, so we need more broadcasters. We need to spread the wealth of TBC to more people. And doing these broadcasts is a great way to do that. And and so I want to I'll go to and share the screen for a bit. Um, in case you have, you're not sure how to set up, how to schedule for the next day. Let's just share the screen here right now. And so we'll go to, where are we here? There we go. Wow. Okay, so log in here and into the Kringle cache. And what we want to do is we want to go to tomorrow's broadcast. So you click send button and then tomorrow's broadcast. And I'm going to book on the here. Okay, so now we'll go and fetch the link that we want to do. And that's for the 13th. So we'll click that there and we'll copy that link and go here to kringle.cache and paste it in, select the language and submit. It's that simple to book a hangout. Now let me just show you right away how to also later claim the rewards. So let's go back and we'll go to this here because this is the hangout I'm doing right now. Sorry, this is the hangout I'm doing right now. Here's the live chat. Yeah, I can tell this is live right now here. So this is the hangout. And so after this episode is done, I will be going here and just clicking on this link in the bar and copy that. And then I'll go back here to the Kringles and go down to send button and then send button, or sorry, yeah, send button and then broadcast rewards. And then click add broadcast here. And then, of course, just simply put the link in. And then also put the date in, which, today's date. And then submit. And that's it. That's all there is to it to book and also claim the rewards of the broadcast. Okay, so I hope that helps you out a little bit. Now let us proceed to a different post here. This here is a blog post that Paul Fisher is doing, and he is doing a fantastic job on the explaining the what makes um, the billion coin worth its price. Okay, so if you haven't seen it, just go and just go and simply type in the search on the blog. If this post is maybe already not on the first page on the blog, and if you are interested in understanding exactly how the billion coin gains its value, well, then I suggest that you go and watch Paul Fisher's broadcast here, because he's doing a fabulous job explaining that. Okay, so even if you just type in the word abundance, I'm quite sure it'll likely come up. But are you accepting abundance? Certainly with that title, it'll show up. Okay. All right, so there's a different blog post I want to spend a bit of time on, and that is actually I'd like to spend some time on this, but I don't know if I'm going to do that in this broadcast, because a different um, I had a different idea in mind for today. Now, here I, I don't think that is the blog post. No, that is not the one I'm looking for. I am looking for. It's not the one either. Yeah. This is the one. Um, so here is the thing that I would like to point out in this broadcast, and is that we need more people broadcasting. And now, if you aren't comfortable with broadcasting at first, um, let me encourage you to go ahead and do it anyway. Just do it anyway. I know how intimidating it can be. I've I've kind of explained it in other broadcasts, how I got started, and as far as being nervous, and as far as how should I say, making a flop of the whole thing, I think I've pretty much done the worst the worst that you can get on, as far as this kind of stuff is concerned. But it really doesn't matter, because you move up from there. you know uh, if you feel terrible about your first broadcast, or if you feel intimidated or whatever, just be assured that the next one is going to be better. And it basically keeps going like that, unless, of course, if if you don't want to increase in becoming more effective. um, but if your goal is to continue to grow and become more effective, well, this will keep on happening. Yeah, it's true, every now and then you might end up with one that just is a little bit of a flop. You don't feel that great about it, but don't take that as a negative, because it's a wonderful lesson for you to sharpen up more. That's really all that is. Um, there's actually never ever uh, there's nothing bad that comes to us in life. This might seem a little strange to you, but there really isn't, because everything that we encounter is for us to use as a stepping stone to higher levels of success in whatever areas it is that we encounter these things. So where we easily fail to implement those lessons is when we feel bad about them. We think that, we get this thinking that we haven't made any headways and that we're never going to make any headways, and those kind of thoughts. Um, those kind of thoughts is what generates more of the same. The more and the faster we learn to control our thinking and to learn from the obstacles and the adversities in life and turn them into a positive by learning from them and seeing them as something wonderful. Once we can do this, once we can see those things as something really, really wonderful in our life, that's when our thinking begins to change, because the subconscious keeps on producing the seeds that have been sown. And the longer you keep planting seeds of negativities through your thinking, the longer you will reap that kind of a harvest. And this is where you can really, really get ahead of the game, is by beginning to plant proper seeds. No matter what you're harvesting, see that harvest as a bountiful harvest, um, as a wonderful opportunity for you to begin planting the right seeds and to begin moving forward and becoming more effective. Okay, I hope that makes sense. It is the same as when you plant a garden. If you plant seeds that are basically just empty shells and there's nothing in there, um, count on you may as well count on it right up front that there isn't going to be anything positive coming out of that. And so as a result, what only is going to happen is there's going to be weeds growing there. And and but now, when you begin to turn this into a positive and you begin to really see the benefits and really take the lessons from it, those seeds, they will become positive. You will begin planting positive seeds, and the result will be that your subconscious will yield a positive harvest. And this you can refine more and more as you go on. That is what is so wonderful about life. The more you sharpen up, the more effective you become in what you do. All right. So, are you cash flowing 500 to 1,000 a week consistently in TBC? You see, this is where, according to the emails that I've been getting from people a lot lately, um, this is where obviously they are either not aware or they are completely overlooking the possibilities that exist in TBC. And of course, this is my aim to help them understand this, that we have a fast track cash flow system, a fast track cash flow system. And we have very, very good information right here on the blog. And I don't want to read all of this word for word right now, but let me just encourage you that you can just type in cash flow on the blog and read through this post. And there's videos and there's other information. Uh, Admin is continuously doing a fabulous job in providing us with with top-notch information as to, as to what's going on in the world that we live, why this world is the way it is, how we have let it happen, and who is actually behind all of it, why it is happening, and how we can get out of that, how we can change the entire world economy, and what is the what is the means by which we can do that, which obviously is TBC has been created so that we can literally change the entire economy of the world. Um, Folks, let me just say it this way. Uh, we have an opportunity available to, at our fingertips, like uh, unequal to anything this world has ever seen. It really is. Uh, and if you if you haven't seen that until now, then I would encourage you to uh, well, one thing you can do if you haven't really seen it, and you want to really know, and you want to begin to cash in on this cash flow system that TBC really is, well, there's one thing you can do, and that is if you're not a member of johnharder.com, then go and become a member, and subscribe to the premium membership. That is a $20 a month membership, and it will guide you step by step to begin this cash flow, and you can upscale it more as you go. Uh, that $20, if you pay the $20 up front, and the subscription, in the first month, you could easily be turning over thousands, making thousands of dollars on using the TBC cash flow system. it it is not difficult. It is easy to do, and all the steps are there for you to follow exactly to be able to do this. And when you watch that video, I think you will find that it actually is quite easy to see how um, is in the three columns. You'll see how TBC really shines in, as opposed to the idea of a job or a conventional business, or simply spreading the wealth of TBC to other people. The flexibility and that you have is phenomenal. The income potential is absolutely staggering. And so let me just encourage you to go ahead, become a premium member and begin going through the steps. It uh, it'll be fun. It'll be fun. Off big time dividend. Big time. You'll make money big time if you follow the steps. It's it's really a no-brainer. It's all there, folks. It's all there. All right. Now, in this blog post, if you go through this blog post, obviously, uh, when you begin and you start the cash flow, you'll likely get some fabulous ideas, especially once you have a cash flow going, and find ways your cash flow, scale it up. And if you really and you need some one-on-one counseling as to being able to how should I say, have the self-confidence that you need in order to really move forward with this. You can also buy some one-on-one counseling with me on johnharder.com. So, um, okay, so this, as I mentioned, just type in cash flow, and you can go through this post. And admin is giving us some fabulous information here, and and uh, and again, if you aren't, if you'd like to know how do you go through this information, give it time, take a sip of coffee, and then and here, this very top one here, um, you go through this, it'll show you, um, it's a script that you can use to just simply follow. And of course, there's a side script here as well, side note, as it were. And here it gives you um, some icebreakers you can use. And if you don't know how to use them, how you use them, well, it's actually quite simple. All you got to do is right click and then save image as, and then you can upload them on Facebook or whatever. It probably um, it is so easy to share these kind of things. So it works great as an icebreaker, so you can get comments going and get conversations going with people. um, it really isn't hard. It's only as hard as you make yourself believe that it is. That's really all there is to it. It's as hard as you make yourself believe that it is. Okay? So simply make yourself believe that this is easy stuff and that the money comes easy, and that's how it will be. Because, there is a line that says, as thou hast believed, so is it done unto thee. And that is really, really a line of very reliable truth, because truly life is that way. That as you believe, uh, or should I say disbelieve, whatever, however you see it in your mind, is how it keeps happening to you. So, in other words, if you keep on telling yourself how bad you are and how nothing good happens for you, well, guess what you're doing? That is the future you are creating for yourself. Now, if you keep telling yourself how great things work out for you and how just, even the worst of things just become stepping stones for you, well, then that is what you're creating. And isn't that what you want in life? Don't you want it so that even things that at first appearance look like something horrible, and yet later you look back and you say, well, that's one of the best things that ever happened to me. Um, I could give you countless of examples of things that have happened this way, and that I have come across in my training, as I have undergone very, very much training uh, to be able to teach others as well how to how to how the mind works, how things happen in a in relation to how you think. All right. Okay, so I think I'm gonna stop the screen share and see who's all in my chat. Um, if I've been talking to myself here, basically, I, you know, I am convinced that it is still very useful. The information isn't minimized any by that. And so let's just go back to the video here. There we are. I think I just noticed that it said 3 watching, 3 viewers. So there's one person apparently viewing that is not necessarily um, uh, in the chat, but that's fine. And Mahalko88 just came on. Thank you. Thank you for watching, for coming on to my broadcast. I appreciate it. Now, oh, okay. If you you are likely already using those steps, and you are likely already turning over a wonderful income with TBC, which I'm going to already say congratulations, because TBC sure has the opportunity for us. And um, you know, I would like to encourage people who are watching this video and aren't broadcasters, or maybe not even in TBC yet. This is, TBC truly is the best opportunity for cash flow that there is in existence on the internet anywhere. I am sure of it. Okay. So for those who have not, who are viewing this video and haven't migrated yet, I would very, very highly recommend. It is high time that that you get your migration done, because we are nearing the end of migration, and we want to have everyone migrate, because especially you know, if you have the gift of the 50,000 and the 100,000, and I know we realized that you know, last year we did have, you know, in 2017 we had some difficult times there due to the system not being able to handle the load, the amount of transactions that needed to be pushed through. And if that caused you to walk away and and uh, and brushed TBC off as if it's not, you know, nothing of any value or something, well, trust me, we have a brand new system, a very capable system. Uh, TBC admin has went ahead and spent very, very much money to create a brand new system from the ground up. And this is a very, very robust, fast system that we now have. So so don't just walk away from that wealth you're sitting on. Do the migration and claim your coin, because we are building an economy that is people friendly, an economy that is friendly for the average person, not like it has been, not a debt-based system that makes it almost impossible for people to do business, but instead it is a brand new system, a brand new economy that that will uh, provide opportunities locally for people everywhere. This really is the biggest change the world has ever seen. Okay, so thank you so much for watching this video, and thank you again, Malco, for hanging out when nobody else is. But I don't know, maybe they're busy, maybe I don't know what the reasons are, but that's okay. That's with them, right? So whoever, you know, I am sure they are uh, you know, busy doing great things for other people and for themselves and so on. So again, let us move forward. Let's spread the wealth of TBC, and of course the free energy unit as well. That is that is going to be a huge part, or should I say, is a huge part of the new economy. Is that of life becoming much less expensive, and at the same time where we will have much more money. Um, that isn't that a great combination compared to what we have had, where life was so difficult, so hard to afford, so hard to make the little bit of money that, or how should I say, so hard to make enough money to be able to afford all of the things that we had to pay for. And for now, for many of those bills disappearing and much more money coming aboard, isn't that going to be a fantastic uh, economy that we're entering into right now? So with that said, I'm going to sign off.